The quarterfinals are underway for the Boost Mobile Gold Coast Pro. Out in the lineup, we have Maxime Huscenot from Reunion Island up against the Australian and Dylan Moffat. Max has a decade more of qualifying series experience than Dylan. Dylan started back in 2018. 10 years before that, Max was already thrown in some great heats from 2008. You've been commentating and competing on the QS for so many years, and now getting the opportunity to commentate on the Challenger Series level as we see a stall to quick cover up for Dylan Moffat, and he'll kick out on top of the bluff down to the athletes anyways. They said they could hear him in the water as we take a look at this.
You can get really caught up in it really easily. There's such a vibe about it. And we'll watch Maxime.
Maxime with an opportunity, uses priority, has a really bumpy takeoff, knifes it straight into the rail, and then goes into that little kind of backwash reform, gets taken out. I really liked the look of that first turn though.
And here is a critical maneuver from Max. Nice gouge on the open face. And find a wave under priority here.
Dylan with an opportunity. Nice carve snap to start. Goes out into the open face. Now drives up into the pocket and goes powerful with the layback. Finding another open wrap. A funky looking section. Huge outside turn from Max. Wraps it together. He's going to stall and look for some more scoring potential as he comes flying past Dylan Moffat. Makes eye contact for a moment and goes down with his competitor in the lineup. That was a great looking wave from Max. Trumpet and all, Sheldon Simkis advancing into the semifinals as we've got scores to come through now.
Yeah, they haven't found that little section that we saw from the last few heats yet. They're still kind of testing out, trying to jostle into position, Shannon.
Maxime, the 2009 World Junior Champion, finding a frothy section. Now linking it together as it starts to get to that open face. Really looking for him to now engage the rail deep off the bottom. Draws up into the pocket again. Goes for a huge slam to finish off. What went wrong there on the end of that he couldn't find that projection?
But what this takes to put on is an incredible amount of skill and athleticism. These guys, we cannot say it enough how good they are in the water. They are the world's best surfers, and look at this wave. He's dialed himself into a gem. Top to bottom surfing, so critical with the first maneuver, and then straight into the next. I think it kind of just warps and comes at him from a different... I'm always really interested to see what they choose to ride in big conditions.
Talking about swell on the way, a gnarly set for Max to have an opportunity with. Check turn to start. It's a bit soft on that opening section, and it's now starting to bowl up as he races away down towards Rainbow Bay, connects with the lip. Now cutting back, love that rail grab, setting him up for this inside bowl. He's gonna look to go vertical through the lip. He gives a good slam on the finish. Having an eye down to see if he might get that green face opportunity again. He'll kick out so that he doesn't get washed too far away from those jet skis.
Said to himself, this is time to be patient. It's kind of midway through. It's the real critical turn that he makes. Really big takeoff there, but stays kind of quite high. He's kind of missing that bottom lump. There's almost another wave running underneath that one, so he stays up really, really high, and then there's a moment, grabs the rail where he's waiting and loading. Look, and he waits for the section and then connects with that turn right there. So really, really big section for him. He's out in the lead.
Still waiting for it to come through from the judges. Dylan Moffat got a piece of the action as well.
Yeah, you can't really tell he's been injured or he's come back from rehabilitation. I feel like that's been kind of part of his trick and his mystique coming into this competition. He's kind of saying that he's just nursing, a recovery injury, and then he's just kept a little bit more in the bag every time to let out. And a little dynamic on that front side reverse. Up into the lip. There he goes, falling from the sky again.
Gets caught behind the section after the big takeoff. Dylan Moffat coming through as one of our CT replacements in the men's side of the draw. on the Challenger Series this year. With a paddle, he's got an opportunity. He's going for that 7.10, throws for some progression, Jess.
Oh, this nasty looking landing as well for him.
Max with another opportunity to close the door. Gets a big lip line floater. Continues to connect through, making those great transitions, going really deep off the bottom. Stalls as he comes through to the inside, and now starts to set things up. Really starts to unleash, finds that speed, pushing through the tail on those last two turns. He's looking to increase that score line ahead of Dylan Moffat with 1 minute on the clock. A great opportunity. He's going to have a paddle here, and he's up and riding before the buzzer. It's a small size wave though, without much of a wall on it. It's going to link into a couple of great turns, really engage the rail and look smooth coming through. Now starts to unleash on that power, throws the tail around, and has an opportunity. But even with that, Maxime is dropping in what's going to be the biggest score of the heat. It's Maxime Huscenot from Reunion Island advancing into the semifinals, a massive result. And we'll be right back with more action after this. Ramsey Bokheim, Callum Robson, a special guest joining the guys in the booth right after this.